This is the English Opening, explained move by move through one of the most famous games ever played, Botvinnik vs Portisch, 1968. Watch every idea, then watch it explode into a double rook sacrifice. White opens with c4, the English Opening. Instead of grabbing the center, this pawn controls the d5 square from the side. Black claims the center with e5, taking space in return. Knight to c3, developing a piece and adding a second guard on the d5 square. Black develops the knight to f6, also fighting for d5. White plays g3. A tiny move, but it clears the way to fianchetto the bishop. Black strikes back in the center with d5, challenging the c4 pawn. White captures, pawn takes on d5. Black recaptures with the knight, planting it in the center. Now the key idea, bishop to g2. From the corner it rakes the long diagonal, straight at d5. Black develops the bishop to e6, guarding the knight. Knight to f3, White's last minor piece, controlling the center. Black brings the knight to c6, developing and defending e5. White castles, tucking the king safely away. Black steps the knight back to b6, out of the trades. White plays d3, supporting the center and freeing the dark bishop. Black develops the bishop to e7, ready to castle. White plays a3, quietly preparing to expand on the queenside. Black answers a5, putting a stop to White's b4 for now. The last piece comes out, bishop to e3. White is fully developed. Black castles as well. Both kings are safe, and the real fight begins. White offers a trade with knight to a4, aiming to swap off Black's active knight. Black takes the knight. The queen recaptures on a4, eyeing the whole queenside. Black centralizes the bishop on d5, a proud-looking square. White brings a rook to c1, taking aim down the half-open c-file. Black develops the rook to e8. White doubles up, the second rook coming to c2. Pressure on the c-file grows. Black tucks the bishop back to f8 to defend. And the other rook joins on c1. Both white rooks now stack up, staring at c7. Here is the mistake. Black retreats the knight to b8, hoping to trade the strong bishop. But now c7 is undefended. Rook takes c7. The first sacrifice. If the queen takes back, the other rook crashes in. Black blocks with bishop to c6. But the second rook smashes into c6. Botvinnik throws away a second rook. Black recaptures with the pawn. He is now up 2 whole rooks. And rook takes f7. Both rooks gone, but Black's king is stripped completely bare. Black makes a little escape hole with h6. The rook swings to b7, staying active and attacking the knight on b8. The queen drops to c8, defending the knight and hitting the rook on b7. Queen to c4, check. It hits the king and guards the rook at the same time. The king hides in the corner on h8. The knight jumps to h4, heading for g6 right beside the king. Black grabs the rook, but it is a fatal distraction. Knight to g6, check. The knight leaps into the king's shelter. The king steps out to h7. Bishop to e4, lining up right behind its own knight, ready to fire the moment it jumps. Black tries to block with bishop d6. Knight takes e5, and it uncovers a discovered check. The bishop on e4 now fires straight at the king. Black blocks the check with g6. Bishop takes g6, check. A final sacrifice rips the king wide open. The king stumbles to g7. And bishop h6, check. The king is caught in a mating net. Portisch resigned. 2 rooks given up, and the king hunted to death. That is the English, own d5 from the flank, fianchetto the bishop, build patiently, then strike. Botvinnik gave up both rooks to prove it works. Would you have dared the first rook sacrifice? Comment honestly.